What is up, YouTube? Sam coming back at you with another DVD/Blu-ray pickups video. Now, today I have quite a number of things. I have about 5 DVDs and about 5 Blu-rays. I got these from brand new from Walmart. Some of them are from my local used movie store, and then some of them are orders from online that are a little bit special. So, some of them are also blind buy. Some of them are, things I have seen, so it's just a wide variety of stuff. But before we get into it, I just want to say thank you to all of my subscribers and everyone who watches my videos and leaves comments. I love talking to you guys in the comments, and I really appreciate my feedback I've been getting lately. It means a lot to me, so thank you guys for watching. So let's just get right into it. We'll go to the DVDs first. Let me get these DVDs. Alright, so this first thing that I picked up is I'm slowly building these movies up, this collection of movies up, and it's been a long process, but I've been slowly but surely gathering one after another movie, and I got the Incredible Hulk. So I'm slowly building up my MCU collection. The main reason why it's been a slow process is Disney does not lower their prices on DVDs and Blu-rays. And so I think even to get old MCU movies like Doctor Strange, I think is still like $25 or $26 or something. And the DVD versions are better because they do cut the prices on the DVDs, I've noticed more often on the MCU stuff. But it's still like 14 bucks most of the time for the DVD version. So I picked this up from my local used movie store. This is one of the early MCU movies that I needed. I picked this up for $2, and it's the 3-disc special edition, so that's cool. But yeah, this is, I think, the second MCU movie. It's pretty good. I actually really like this movie. I'm a big fan of the Hulk, so I actually like this movie. I also really liked the Eric Bana. Is it Eric Bana? Is that his name? I liked the other Hulk movie that came out before the MCU. But right now, I mean, I'm slowly building my MCU collection, so I picked this up for $2. Pretty good deal. It's 3-disc special edition, but there's only really 2 discs. Third disc is the digital copy. But so this does have quite a few special features though, because it is an earlier earlier DVD release. Came out in 2008, sort of when the peak of DVD was still around. And DVDs always came with like 2-disc special editions when they were brand new, and you got a bunch of special features. So the first disc has deleted scenes and the commentary. And the second disc has alternate opening, making of the Incredible Hulk, becoming the Abomination, from comic book to screen, becoming the Hulk, the anatomy of the Hulk out, and much more. So got quite a few special features on there. Definitely happy to add that one to my MCU collection. For $2, can't go wrong there. All right, so this next movie I picked up is one that I've already seen as well. I've seen all the MCU movies in theaters, so every one of them, and so I'm just slowly picking those up. But I also have seen this one. I rented this one back in the day, and I got this from my local used movie store for $2 also. Almost all the DVDs from my local used movie store are $2 or $1, so you're going to see a common theme here. But yeah, I got this for $2, and that is The Green Zone. So this is a Matt Damon action movie, back when Matt Damon was still like a big hot action star. And this was coming right off of the Bourne movies, I believe. And it's a military action thriller movie, and it's pretty good. I enjoy these movies with Matt Damon. I think he does a really good job. And I just remember really liking this one. It was a little bit more deep than some military action movies. It does have some special features too, and the slipcase obviously, so that's cool. But special features include deleted scenes, Matt Damon ready for action, Inside the Green Zone, and a feature commentary with Matt Damon and director Paul Greengrass, which is really cool because you don't often see commentary tracks with the lead actor, so that's really cool. I'm always happy to get commentaries with the lead actor. You honestly don't see that very often, so that's really nice. Normally it's just the director and the writer or something. Alright, so this next one is one I actually have not seen in a very long time. I've seen it one time when I rented it, and I remember liking it, but I don't remember a whole lot about the story. So I'm excited to check this one out again, and I picked up The Forgotten. I picked this one up from my local used movie store, paid $2 for it, and came with the slip. Always happy to get the slip with these things. But if I remember correctly, this is like a supernatural thriller about Julianne Moore's character basically losing her son, and so it's that's all I really remember about it. I remember liking it though, so it's could be pretty good, and it's got some special features on the back here. It says it includes 2 versions of the film. I think I've only seen the theatrical cut, so that'll be interesting. So we have the original theatrical cut, plus a never-before-seen extended cut, with deleted scenes and alternate ending incorporated. So I'm going to have to check that out. I don't think I've ever seen the extended cut of this. And then you have a commentary with the director and writer, some deleted scenes, as I mentioned before, on the set, the making of the movie, the alternate ending, and then a featurette called Remembering the Forgotten, a deeper look into the minds behind the film. So, interesting. Like I said, I haven't seen this in a while. And on the bottom here it says the biggest jaw dropper since The Sixth Sense. I find that hard to believe because I think M. Night Shyamalan's best movie is the movie he made after The Sixth Sense, which was Unbreakable. So I find that statement a little hard to believe. Anyways, the next movie I picked up is, let's do this one next, is one that I've been wanting to check out as well, and I wanted this specific version just because it's a cool version of the movie, but I picked this up from my local used store, and I picked up Pearl Harbor, the 60th Anniversary Commemorative Edition. Yeah, I picked this up for $2 from my local used movie store. It's the 2-disc special edition. I really like this version because it kind of looks like an old book, and I think it's just a really interesting case. I haven't seen a case like this other than this movie. And it kind of reminds me of the old clamshell Disney movie VHSs, but a little bit more sturdy than that. But I really wanted this movie because it has some really cool special features on the back. It's a decent movie. I like the movie as well, but it has some really cool special features on this version. And I don't know if they're on other versions. They might be on the Blu-ray, but I didn't really check. But I know this isn't on the normal DVD, so it has Journey to the Screen, Making of Pearl Harbor, which is the normal thing that you get on this movie. But it also has a full documentary on here called Unsung Heroes by the History Channel, which is the main reason I wanted this version of it. So that's really cool. And then it also has a music video from Faith Hill. And I think that's the only... yeah, I think that's the only special features on here. So a full-length documentary, that's always really cool to get as a special feature. It's a really cool packaging. I really like the packaging for this, and yeah, it's a pretty good movie. So for $2, can't go wrong there. All right, the last thing I got on DVD. So I stumbled upon this website, and I'll talk a little bit more about this when I get into the Blu-rays. I stumbled upon this website that basically makes, I know I don't endorse this, but they basically make bootlegs of things that you cannot find on physical media. So it's a bootleg, but I don't think they're as bad as like bootlegs of movies you can actually get on Blu-ray. So it's like, I know this movie just got a reprint, so it's not like getting Mel Gibson's Apocalypto as a bootleg, because that was really rare for a while, but now it's got reprinted, which I know. But that was really rare for a while, so it's not like getting a bootleg of that. But it's like things that are just like really hard and obscure to find on physical media, or just never were released on physical media. So I picked up this from them, and that is the Star Wars Ewok Adventures. This is both of the movies, both of the TV movies, Caravan of Courage and Ewoks: The Battle for Endor. Now, these, I've seen one of these before on VHS, because I believe this has a VHS release and a DVD release, but I know the official DVD of this was really limited release, and I think you can buy, I think they're like $30, which is more than I would spend for these movies. So I don't really mind And I also believe the quality is not too great on those either. But I remember seeing one of these movies on VHS back in the day. So, yeah. They're not terrible, but they're definitely kids' movies. They're not the worst Star Wars thing I've ever seen, but they're not bad. I needed these in my Star Wars collection. I'm trying to get all the live-action Star Wars stuff, so or as much live-action Star Wars stuff as possible. It's not that I'm against the the Clone Wars or Star Wars Rebels. It's just I don't know. I just don't want. I don't find it as interesting to watch the animated ones. That's just my personal preference, though. I'm sure they're great shows. We're moving on to Blu-rays now, and we'll go through the other stuff I got from this bootleg website first, because I got two other things, and these are both Blu-rays. So I got these, right? I can make my own DVD stuff if I need to, because I do have digital files for the despecialized Star Wars movies, and if you don't know what that is, you guys can look it up. There's tons of information out there about that stuff. And I've made my own box set of those things. Well, I'm working on making my own box set of the despecialized versions on DVD. But these two next, but this is one that I did not have any digital files for, so I didn't even know how to get that. That's why I got that. And these two are on Blu-ray. And I don't have a Blu-ray burner, and I'm not spending money to get a Blu-ray burner for niche stuff like this. But I did pick up the Star Wars Holiday Special. This is a really nice Blu-ray version of this movie. It's a horrible movie. I have watched it. I watched it before I bought it, so it's not like I went into this blind. But I needed to get it, essentially, because, it's one of the most infamous things in Star Wars, this holiday special. It's not as bad as everyone says. It is a really awful movie. I will say it is truly an awful movie. For people that think that The Last Jedi is the worst movie they've ever seen, it's the worst Star Wars movie they've ever seen, it's the worst movie they've ever seen, they have never watched a truly awful movie. And I can confidently say that because I've seen all the Star Wars stuff, except for the animated series. And I can truly say, The Last Jedi, it's the weakest of the official saga, I would say. But it's not even a bad movie. It's actually a above average movie. Overall, in the terms of every movie ever made, it's an above average movie. If it wasn't Star Wars, it would probably be considered a pretty darn good sci-fi movie. But since it's Star Wars, I would say it's one of the lesser of the Star Wars. This is actually a bad movie, so I wouldn't recommend buying this, but I got it just to complete my Star Wars live action stuff. And the disc art is just truly fantastic. Truly fantastic. It's bad. It's so bad it's good. That's how good that's what I think about the disc art. So. Yes. Stop talking about the holiday special. It doesn't really deserve that much attention. And the last thing I got from that website is something that I've actually been looking for, but I could never find. And like I said, these guys really do good with that sort of stuff. And that is the Star Wars Revisited movies. And these are fan edits of the original trilogy. He only has the first two done. He's actually currently making his fan edit of Return of the Jedi, so these are the only two available, and I got them both on Blu-ray. But I have never been able to find this cut on a digital file, which has been really difficult, because I found this despecialized stuff, and like I said, I've already made A New Hope, and I'm working on Empire Strikes Back, and then I'll move on to Return of the Jedi. But I've never been able to find the Adi-Wan revisited versions. And I must say, these are really, if you're a fan of Star Wars, these are really cool versions of the movie. So basically what this is he takes all the dumb stuff from the special edition and he cuts it out. So Greedo shooting first, cut out. The Jabba the Hutt scene, cut out. R2-D2 behind the rock, cut out. The Jawas when the land speeder's going through Mos Eisley, the Jawas falling off the dinosaur thing is cut out, and other really dumb stuff, that's all cut out. But it keeps the good stuff from the special edition, like Cloud City is now got the cool backdrop still with the windows. You've got the improved CGI TIE fighters and X-Wings. So it keeps the good stuff, but gets rid of the bad stuff. And the biggest reason why I wanted this is not because of that. That stuff I probably could have lived without, but this is what makes it really cool. He made his own scenes to accentuate the movie. And so, like, in terms of A New Hope, he added a whole extra scene during the attack on the Death Star and made the battle feel huge. Because, like, in the original cut, in the theatrical cut, and the special edition, frankly, it's really only like a handful of TIE fighters versus a handful of X-Wings. This truly makes it feel like a big battle. You literally have like 30 TIE fighters and a bunch of X-Wings, a bunch of Y-Wings. It makes it really cool. Now, the only downside is, obviously, he couldn't get the actors to come back and dub voiceover, so during the scenes he added, it's mostly just action scenes with, you know, sound effects from the planes and whatnot. So that's pretty much the only downside, but it's a really cool cut of the film. Sorry, my throat's really dry. Yeah, it's a really cool cut of the film, and I've been looking for it for a while, and happy to own that. Oh, I'll show you the artwork as well. So yeah, there's the artwork on the discs. And Blu-ray's quality is pretty good, so I'll stop rambling about that. And let's get on to the rest of the releases. These are normal official releases. So the first one I got from my local used store, picked this up for $2, and I picked up The Wolverine. This is to complete my Mutant Fox collection, my Fox Mutant collection, whatever. And I'm a huge fan of the mutant movies. I'm a huge fan of X-Men in general, because I grew up reading X-Men comics, and the X-Men movies were like the first big superhero movie that I was like obsessed with. I loved the X-Men movies so much as a kid, because I think the first one came out in '99, I believe. And so I was still in elementary school, and my dad asked me what I wanted to name our puppy, because I won this puppy from playing soccer. If I scored a goal before the end of the season, they got me a puppy. And they asked me what I wanted to name the puppy, and I named him Logan after Wolverine, because I love the X-Men movies. So this is actually not one of my favorite X-Men movies. It's all right. It's not the worst one I've ever seen. I think I would have to say either X-Men Apocalypse was pretty bad, or X-Men Origins Wolverine was pretty bad too. So one of those would probably be my least favorite, but this is not far behind. Not a huge fan of this movie, but this was the last one I needed to complete my collection of all the Fox Mutant Universe movies. I've got all the Deadpool, I've got all the Logan Wolverine movies and all the X-Men movies. The only one I don't have is the one that's not out yet, which is New Mutants. And that'll be the last, because Disney has officially cut them off. So, yeah, it does have some special features though. It's got an alternate ending and a Days of Future Past set tour. And then it also has a featurette called The Path of the Ronin. So, pretty cool addition there. The next movie I picked up is one that I've heard a lot about, but I haven't actually watched it. This is a blind buy for me. And I've heard a lot about it, and I'm really excited to check this one out, and that is Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler. This is a brand new release. I paid full price for it. So, it's got one special feature on the back called Money on the Street, the making of the movie. And, yeah, I don't know a whole lot about it, honestly. I just know it was nominated for Best Picture. And I like A24 movies, so I figured, why not? And I know it's like one of Adam Sandler's best acting performances, and that makes me very interested in this. So, yeah, definitely happy to check that one out. Can't wait to actually watch it. Alright, this last one I picked up is another newish, it's a new release of this movie, but it's not a new movie. I've actually been looking for this, and that is Days of Thunder with Tom Cruise. This is a brand new release. On the back here it says 2020, so they must have just re-released this on Blu-ray. I know there's a previous Blu-ray release. I don't know what the differences between them are, but I saw this in Walmart for $5. I'm like, I have been looking for this movie for actually months, So I am so happy that I found this. And I think it's a bare bones release. It has nothing about special features on here. So no special features, bare bone release of the movie, but I've never watched it. And I've wanted to watch it because it's a 90s Tom Cruise movie, so about NASCAR, so I can pretty much guess what it's about, but should be pretty interesting. I love 90s movies. I absolutely love 90s movies, so this should be an interesting one to check out. And that's everything that I picked up. I got a lot of interesting stuff, a lot of variety here. So let me know what you guys think in the comment box below. What did you guys think of what I picked up? Have you seen some of this stuff? Do you have any recommendations for me? I'm always happy to hear recommendations, and I usually tend to watch all the recommendations you guys give me. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.